Hello and welcome. My name is Melanie Appleyard and I'm from Learning from Animals. I'm a teacher and an emotional wellbeing facilitator, and I use an animal themed approach to help you develop emotional wellbeing in yourself and your children. This week we're going to be looking at lessons from the giraffe, and it's all about standing tall in your own personality, your own beliefs and who you are. Okay, so giraffes, they're really graceful and elegant creatures. They're really calm, they're peaceful and non-threatening, and they're very unique in their appearance, and they stand tall for the majority of the day. And because of the heights, giraffes are able to see things from a different perspective, and they're able to get the bigger picture of what's happening around them. Now, the lessons we can learn from the giraffe are to embrace your own individuality, stand tall in your beliefs and personality, and look at the world from a different perspective, and try to see the bigger picture by looking at challenges and problems from a higher perspective, and also to be at peace with yourself and the world. So the first thing that we look at with the giraffe, the first lesson that we can look at, is to embrace your individuality. With its long neck and its unique physique, the giraffe really does stand out in the crowd. It's not fazed by the fact that it looks different. In fact, it's really calm and it's very peaceful in its demeanour. And being different has that distinct advantage for the giraffe because it can see further afield, it can reach the highest and juiciest leaves on the tree. Now, everybody is different in some way. We all have different strengths and we all have different weaknesses. We all look different, we like different foods, we wear different clothes. Yet a lot of people don't value the differences in themselves or in other people. Many people want to be like others. They might think they look better, they're slimmer, they're clever or more talented than them. But it's all how they perceive other people to be, not necessarily reality. And at the same time, people don't necessarily value differences in other people too. And they inherently believe that they should fit in with a perceived norm, whether that's that they're more like them or more like how they perceive they should be, slim, good looking, clever, etc. But where does this discord come from? Who says people have to look or be a certain way? And why are people made to feel bad about who they are or what they look like? Much of this comes from embedded beliefs that are instilled by the media or by family, friends or a community that they've grown up in. Now, nobody should be made to feel less important than they are or anything less than the wonderful people that they are. And that includes you. What have you been wanting to change about yourself lately and why? Is it because you want to, by doing so you'll feel better in yourself? Or is it because you think that society won't value you as you are, and as such you don't value yourself for who you are? And that's a really important distinction to make. Likewise, you need to question your beliefs about others. Do you think people should change who they are, or do you consider them less than perfect because they don't fit in with your ideal? And if so, where does that come from? Is that your belief, or is that one that's been fed to you by others? And then you need to ask yourself, is it true? Individuality is precious. It makes us who we are. It makes life interesting. It contributes to the creation of different inventions, books, art, sports, etc. Even as you're listening to this video, you'll have your own unique understanding, thoughts and belief systems around it. Own that. You are unique and you have your own unique gifts to bring to the world. So that brings us on to the second lesson that we can learn from the giraffe, to see things from a different perspective. Giraffes are peaceful creatures, and because of their heights they have a unique perspective on life, and this has two advantages. They can see things from different perspectives and they can see the bigger picture. Now, seeing things from a different angle or perspective is so important. Not only does it enrich your understanding of a given situation, it can help you resolve problems and maintain positive relationships with other people with whom you might be having a disagreement. Now, nobody likes to feel that they're not being listened to. Yet in a world where we're so used to multitasking, people are often already forming the replies to conversations before they've actually heard everything that's been said. And this prevents you from actually fully hearing and considering the argument. It also prevents you from fully processing what's being conveyed, not just spoken. By actively listening, you can take in not just a spoken word, but an idea of the feeling and the conviction behind the words and the body language, and all of this can really help you acknowledge and better understand that viewpoint. From listening to other people and trying to understand the viewpoints, you can learn more and you can really enhance your own perspective on life, or else you can discover parts of a jigsaw that pieces together the whole picture, and that helps you find a resolution. When you can actively listen to people and see the problem from other people's perspective and empathise with them, they're also more likely to mirror your response and start to see things from your perspective too, and that leads to better collaboration and improved relationships. So the third thing that we can learn from the giraffes is to look at the bigger picture. Because of the height, giraffes are able to see so much further afield than other animals, and this gives them a really unique perspective, and it enables them to see the bigger picture of what's going on around them. Often a problem can be so much bigger than the eye can see, and for those of you who play chess, you'll understand this, that quite often you have to think 2 or 3 moves ahead of everyone else in order to win the game. And in doing so, you're looking at the bigger picture of what's going on, and you have to try and think like your opponent to consider the moves that they'll make next. And life is very much like this. When you're able to look at a situation and a goal objectively and see the bigger picture of what is actually happening, then you're more likely to rationalise the situation and see a clearer path towards achieving your goal. And quite often, a goal can be lost amongst the sea of distractions, and that can deter you away from your own desired goals and outcomes if you're not careful. And this can be especially true when you're following a crowd instead of standing in your own truth. And that's where the ability to look at a problem from different perspectives can really, really help you. So to summarise, a giraffe stands tall, and just like the giraffe, you can stand tall in your own individuality by valuing yourself for who you are, for what you look like, by forming your own beliefs, by taking into account different perspectives, and by looking at the bigger picture in life rather than being caught up in the collective viewpoints of others. And this in itself will bring you more inner peace. So thank you very much for watching today. My name's Melanie Appleyard from Learning from Animals. You can check out more blogs on my website www.learningfromanimals.co.uk, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for watching.